Hello there.
Amongst a sea of upcoming Star Wars series, such as Ahsoka and the Book of Boba Fett, there is one that really stands out: Obi Wan Kenobi. Seeing as Ewan McGregor's portrayal as Obi-Wan was one of the most popular elements of the prequels, if not the only one, it had been rumored for some time that he would reprise the character once again, and this was at last confirmed with his very own TV series. In this video, we're going to look at everything we currently know about the series, because talking about upcoming Star Wars series is our specialty. Let's start by talking about the plot. The story will take place 10 years after the dramatic events of Revenge of the Sith, after, he deep-fried his former best friend and protege Anakin, and roughly 9 years before the events of A New Hope and before Luke discovers his destiny. This means that Obi-Wan will likely be on the desert planet of Tatooine, keeping a watchful eye over Luke and living alongside Anakin's arch-nemesis, Sand. This was backed up by leaked photos, reportedly from the Obi-Wan set, that resemble the buildings found on Tatooine. This has caused fans to speculate that this is the Lars moisture farm where a young Luke Skywalker was raised. Not much else is known about the plot, but we can assume a couple of things due to the stacked cast the series has. New additions to the Star Wars franchise include Maya Erskine, Moses Ingram, Indira Varma, Rupert Friend, Sung Kang, Benny Safdie, Simone Kessel, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and Kumail Nanjiani, who I guarantee will be playing a droid. But it's the recurring actors who are the most interesting. Joel Edgerton and Bonnie Peace will be reprising their roles as Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, meaning that we might see a young womp rat shooting Luke in the show. But, of course, it is the return of Hayden Christensen as the one and only Darth Vader that draws the most attention. Now, I'm just hoping we see Vader go off at some point in the show, just like he did in Rogue One, because that would be awesome. It has long been theorized that Obi-Wan will be seeking to try and redeem his former Padawan and bring him back to the side of the light. But I think we know exactly how that'll go. It has also been rumored that Obi-Wan's own master, Qui-Gon Jinn, will appear, with Liam Neeson believed to be reprising the role in the form of a Force ghost to give Obi some sage advice. Another character linked with the series is Obi's main rival, Darth Maul. Maul was last seen in live action at the end of the Solo movie, but has yet to be seen since due to the critical and commercial failure of the movie. Now, those familiar with Rebels will know that the duo have their final battle on the sands of Tatooine, but in the comics, the battle actually takes place a little earlier in the timeline, with Darth Maul going to Tatooine while Luke Skywalker is a young boy and fighting Luke's Uncle Owen before he's interrupted and engaged in combat by Obi Wan Kenobi. It was also revealed that Maul was tracking Luke and had an in-depth knowledge of the Skywalker family, so maybe he will make an appearance, although it might unsettle the Rebels continuity. In terms of behind the camera, Disney are going with the familiar face of Deborah Chow to helm the miniseries. Chow has worked on The Mandalorian, Jessica Jones, Better Call Saul, The Walking Dead, and American Gods, so it's safe to say that the show is in safe hands. Although, having Benny Safdie work with his brother Josh would have also been pretty cool. Maybe they can have their own series. Uncut Kyber Crystals. Now, in terms of release date, it's likely the show will come out sometime next year in 2022, with shooting just getting underway in April of 2021. This might be in part down to the extensive planning they went through for pre-production. Ewan McGregor has spoken about getting into character for Obi-Wan and preparing for the show, saying, "For months we've been doing these monster 2.5-hour sessions of sword fights and hand-to-hand stuff." Due to the way it's being filmed and shot, McGregor said that it will feel so much more real in comparison to the prequels. McGregor has voiced his frustrations over the prequels and how George Lucas went too heavy on the CGI for the backgrounds and how it made the process tedious. With the Obi-Wan series using the same stagecraft technology used in The Mandalorian, McGregor is excited to work with the immersive technology, saying, "If you're in a desert, you're standing in the middle of a desert. If you're in the snow, you're surrounded by snow. And if you're in the cockpit of a starfighter, you're in space." McGregor is also excited to work on a story between his Obi-Wan and Alec Guinness's, saying it'll just be great to do it again, and that he is more excited now than he was when he was cast for Phantom Menace. Despite McGregor being very open on pre-production and the preparation involved, and even his feelings towards the prequels, there was one subject he was a little less candid about: the subject of a young Luke Skywalker. McGregor has confirmed that he had performed a couple of screen tests, but when asked if any involved a young Luke, he said, "That's very possible, I don't know." Suspicious. Although McGregor did say something that I wholeheartedly agree with. The series should have been called Hello There. To have Ewan McGregor as excited for the show as we are is a great feeling, and the fact that the production will be using the same technology and visual effects that was used on The Mandalorian is also promising, and shall hopefully provide an equally rich visual experience. Oh, this is gonna be sick! While Luke, Qui-Gon, and Maul have all been linked to appear, there's one character who is also rumored to have a shocking cameo: Jar Jar Binks. I don't know what to think about that, but Misa doesn't have a good feeling about this though.